What's going on, everybody? Art Eddie here for the Art of Fatherhood podcast online. I'm very happy to have the one and only Dennis Quaid. Thanks for taking the time to chat with me, sir. How you doing?
Excellent. About yourself?
Doing really well, man. We're gonna be talking about Blue Miracle in a minute. It's a great movie. It's a great to me, as Father's Day is approaching, it's a great movie for fathers, parents, all that good stuff. There's a lot of fatherhood themes in there. But I gotta ask you, I love talking to great dads like yourself. Take me back. I know you got three kids. Take me back when you found out you're gonna be a dad. What was going through your mind, sir?
Uh, what do I do now? That'd be like 28. It's been 28 years since my first experience with that, and it's a learning experience. The first one, I think, you really relax after that. Except that I had twins, and so that was another learning experience. And I had boy-girl twins after
Yeah.
that, which is having two is like having four. They you never get an award edgewise.
No, and like in sports terms, instead of like going to like a zone, having you guys being favorites and being the
Yeah, man to man
right
to
to
his
man to
own
man.
defense. Basically, that's what it is, right?
Of course, people know not just movies and TV, but your podcasting, your music and all that stuff. So you're always hard work. Hard work is ingrained in you. So I know hard work is one core value. Talk about some of the other core values you're looking to instill into your kids.
Uh, Respect for others. Want them to work hard. I want them really. This is what I tell my kids. As far as what they do in life is just like pick something that you really love, and then figure out a way to get paid for it. I don't care where it is, what it is. It doesn't have to be, as an actor, want to be a plumber. That's fine. Just something that you really love doing and find yourself attracted to, and then figure out a way to get paid for it. And then you got about a third of your life figured out.
No doubt, sir. Great advice right there. And what is something that your kids have taught you about life or about just, things about yourself in general that you'd like to share?
Patience, a lot. It's always teaching me about patience. Uh, uh, that's for sure. Every time you make a plan about something, if you want God to laugh, make a plan. It's amazing. I think we have kids. Have just the thought of having kids is a very kind of egocentric, self-involved idea at first, because you imagine your kids to be, the best part of you, or how you're going to be much better than the way you grew up, or there's some ego thing, because then you do have those kids and they turn out to be actually people, their own person that doesn't jibe up with your ideas and the way you think things should be. And it's an awakening process.
No doubt. And what you said right there too is I have two daughters, and you can relate this because you've got three kids. Where you think the first child, like, all right, this is what she did. So the second child, she's a girl too. For me, and from my experience, I'm like, it should be fine. No, two different personalities, two different things, right?
Right.
So it's like what?
Yeah.
One last question before we get into Blue Miracle. What is one big piece of advice you'd offer to new dads? Listen to this.
You're this is the advice. This is what I usually tell them is like, congratulations, your life is over. Because it's not about you anymore, it's about somebody else. And yeah, that's really for the better, actually. And because I myself, I like myself a lot more after being a parent, because I'm not so self-involved.
Yeah.
There's somebody else to think about.
No doubt. And again, congrats on the movie Blue Miracle. Just another great performance. It's like I said, it's such a great family movie. There's a lot of fatherhood themes in this movie. I love the
Mm-hmm.
anchor analogy. That really got me. Especially it spoke to me, especially being here at the Art of Fatherhood and all that. You've done so many great movies and TV shows and all that, but for this movie, what did this role mean to you? Because I felt like just, there was a lot of different themes and your character as well, Captain Wade. I mean, it was based on a true story and all that, but when you saw this role, what did playing Captain Wade mean to you?
Well, I, you know, Captain Wade wasn't really all that likable to me, to begin with. He's a person, I think, during the story that evolves. He's kind of puts importance on all the wrong things. He's the one that didn't take my advice that your life is over. He's still out there, and he's kind of. I think he feels like a fraud deep inside, but that fraud is that he's out there doing all these like great things, trying to win fishing tournaments, for his son, so his son can think that he's a really great dad. When actually the greatest thing you can do as a dad is just actually just be there, just to be there.
Yeah,
That's it. Really makes kids feel has a lot to do with their own self-esteem and makes them feel safe and that you're there, and got their back. But he, yeah, I think these kids at this orphanage teach him. He gets a sampling of humility when it comes along with this, and that's when miracles happen. Is when you get humbled.
yeah.
At the beginning, though, he's looking for redemption, and he doesn't know that he's looking for redemption.
Yeah, I mean that's a great point about redemption, but also too, you're joking about how he didn't take your advice in real life about being there for your kids and all that. But I feel like there is that legacy, like dads especially have that, like I want to leave a legacy, and so
Hmm.
Captain Wade almost was thinking that was more important than being there, and then like you said, there, the humbling happens when they're on that boat and the orphans are saying like, "Oh, I'm more sad for your son than for my own life," right? And you saw
Yeah.
like a lot of things happening there, and when Captain Wade, says like, "Hey, we can kind of go around, we can circumvent, we can kind of get some money because I can kind of bring this fish in." Do you think it was more of trying to feeling the weight of helping the orphans and the orphanage, or making it right that he's like, you know what, I wasn't there for my son, but I can be there for my these kids? Do you think it was kind of a mixture of both, or what was kind of weighing?
I think there's a mixture of both there too. But he's like, once you start going down that road of compromise about your values and about, um, it's it's then you start thinking that way. It's hard to see clearly about you know what is right and what is wrong, which is another thing you really kind of uh, need to instill in your kids too. And they see it by looking at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's how they
yeah.
learn by example.
Yeah, there was that one moment where the teenager is like, listening to your conversation about, hey, we can, I'll put this fish under there and no one will have to worry about it. And so it was
Mm.
like, all right, is he gonna go with Captain Wade and just say like, hey, we caught this fish that you didn't really catch? But again, I love the anchor analogy. What do you hope people will take away from this film?
I hope they're entertained. I really just, it's a great story. And after the year that we've all been through, I think we need really positive stories we can just enjoy and have fun with. And, the message will shine through. Uh,
Yeah,
It does, but I don't like to preach or beat people over the head with it. It's just, you go see rock. People go to the movies to feel things,
yeah,
not to really kind of like learn some kind of message. They want to feel things. They want to laugh. They want to, just have a good time. It has, they want to have comfort food of, whatever it is,
yeah.
that's what going to the movies is all about.
But I think Blue Miracle inspires through the entertaining, though, right? There's a lot of
Yeah.
things, like I said, that it happens. So I love it. Two more questions before I finish off with the Fatherhood Quick Five. Big fan of your work. One of my favorite movies of all time is Inner Space. Is there a movie for you that just meant a lot besides Blue Miracle, of course? Is there one movie that kind of meant a lot to you just because of where you were at in your career?
There's been several like that. The Rookie for one thing. It was, you know, the Rookie is, it's not really about baseball. It's about second chances in life, and that movie really mirrored where I was in life. It's second chance. It, put new breath into my career, and it was a second chance.
Nice. And one more question before the Father Quick Five. What would you tell your younger self when you were getting into acting that you know now?
Please relax. Please, please relax. That's all. There was so much angst back then, I remember, but maybe that's just what we go through when we're young.
No doubt. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think there's a parallel to when you want to teach your kids like, hey, this is what you need to do. Don't worry about that test score. Don't you'll get them next time. And they're like, but this meant everything. And then hindsight is always 2020, right?
right. Yeah.
Again, thanks again for answering some questions, of course, on Fatherhood and the great movie Blue Miracle. We're gonna finish off with the Fatherhood Quick Five. Favorite family movie? What is it for you guys?
Elf.
Nice.
I love.
And I know music is a passion point for you. So, was there an artist or a band you couldn't wait to introduce your kids to?
Uh, yeah, the Beatles and the Doors.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uh, great selection right there. And I think you'll be happy. My kids are actually they were listening to Beatles on Pandora. We have a station for that, so Beatles is always great. Describe the perfect family vacation. Where would it be?
Staycation.
Nice.
It's it's usually Hawaii because you can let the kids run around and do what they want, and parents get to do what they want and relax as well, and just have. But we just uh, I just got married a year ago, and uh, my new wife and I, we actually took the twins on our honeymoon.
Oh, nice.
2,500 miles. It was going to Montana, Denver, and thing, and it was very challenging, but we all really got a lot closer on that. It was
Nice.
fantastic.
That's great. For you, with whether it's music, movies, TVs, or podcasts, who would you love to work next on your next project with?
Um, I just really kind of let things happen because I've had such a lucky life that the most amazing things happen to me without even thinking about it.
Nice.
So I just gotta let God let my life has been a miracle, really. So I'm gonna let God decide that.
Nice. And lastly, top three words you hope your kids would use to describe you as a dad.
Not best dad ever. uh, he was here, you know.
Nice.
Yeah,
Present. Gotta love it. People, make
yeah.
sure you follow Dennis on Instagram at Dennis Quaid and also watch Blue Miracle on Netflix. You guys are going to love this movie. It's such a great time and a lot of great fatherhood themes to it. Thanks so much for taking the time. And I wish you and your family continued success, sir.
You same to you. Take care.
Thanks.